Hi, this is in response to Pat Condell's video. Pat, you asked a question about what is our purpose? What is the reason that you're here? When you ask that question, there are two possible answers. The first one is the reason why you were here is because this planet where life is possible came into existence or is around today, and we evolved to a species. Now, from that species, from the human species, your dad's particular sperm and that particular ovary from your mom fused together to become who you are today, and that's why you're here. The second reason the second meaning to that question is the purpose, the meaning of purpose. In other words, what is your purpose here? I think that when we ask a question of purpose, we are creating a straw man, and then we're trying to support or oppose it, especially when religious people do it. In other words, what is our purpose here? How do you know what our reason? What is the reason why we're here? You wouldn't know unless God tells you. Okay, well, I'm being a little theatrical, but the question of purpose is something that you come up with internally. It is not an external mandate. There is no external force that puts a purpose on you that then you have to live out. You decide what your purpose in life is, and you live it out. If you ask about your purpose and you think that you have some externally mandated purpose, what is the purpose of a dog? What is the purpose of a plant? What is the purpose of an ant, an insect? The question about purpose in that sense is also very humanocentric. When you ask most people about purposes of anything, for example, what is the purpose of plants? Some people will say, well, it's here to recycle oxygen and carbon dioxide so that we can have breathable oxygen. Some people will say it's here so that we can have good food. When people ask the question about purpose, it's very humanocentric. It's all about something is here so that we can be better, so that we can survive. Not true. We came into existence because something that could keep us alive was in existence. In other words, the plant is not a product of us. We are a product of its being here. If the plants weren't here, if herbs weren't here, if, say, I don't know, if it was only animals, then something would evolve that can survive on just meat. So it's not the other way around. I appreciate that question, but the question about purpose is a product of living in a society that is very religious, that is very superstitious. Because in a society that is rational, it is a non-question. It is a question if you want to decide a purpose for yourself. It is a non-question when you're asking what is a purpose that was given to you externally. My purpose in life, which is my internal purpose, is number one, to live my life to the fullest. I don't compromise on anything that is going to maximize my ability to feel alive. I try to maximize every second of my life. I try to make use of it because it's worth more to me than really anything else. My happiness, my presence in this world, every second that I have is worth more to me than a lot of other things. So that's my first purpose. My second purpose is to leave a big impact on this world, as big an impact as I can before I leave. I try to impact this world by communicating positively with everybody that I meet. I don't avoid conflict. In other words, if I face conflicts, I really face them. But I always try to be tolerant to people around me. I always try to show love to them, that I know that at a point in my life I need it. So in other words, I try to provide for people what I think that they need, because that is a way that I feel that I am making myself memorable. So that is my purpose. Richard Dawkins once said that he wants a passage read at his funeral that went like this. I don't exactly remember what he said, but the gist of the story was, how dare I complain about why I died? You know, how dare I say why me, when I do realize that out of all the eggs and all the sperms that could have joined together to create other humans, the particular egg from my dad and the particular egg from my mom and the particular sperm from my dad came together to form me. So I got the chance that a lot of eggs and sperms did not get. I got a chance to live a full life. How dare I complain? So that's a little off the point, but the question about purpose is something internal. It's not an external purpose that somebody places on you. It is what you decide for yourself. So when you ask the question about what's the reason why we're here, you tell me, Pat, why are you here? I already see a lot of things that you're doing, and I think that you can look back on that and say, I am glad I made this impact in the world that I live in the way that I did. And I think that that's something that you can look back on and be proud of yourself for achieving. But you have to decide what purpose you want to, what your purpose is, what you want to make your goal for life on earth is. And then fulfill it. Good luck and keep making those videos. I love them.